Okay, Floxxed community, what I want to do today is I want to go over some pre and post labs when we talk about high iron, in particular when we're talking about ferritin. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my station so you can get the latest content on how to recover from being floxed. So what we're going to be covering here is actually a marker called ferritin. Now, this right here, so working with lots and lots of Floxxed, I'm seeing some correlations. So what ferritin is it's a marker for iron storage, and people can have a tendency, I've seen this a lot with Floxxed, is they have a tendency to have too much iron. So just imagine if you put your bike outside and it rains, it's going to start to rust. This is what happens when you have too much iron, is your body literally starts rusting from the inside out. And if you go to the conventional system, no one is checking ferritin levels, right? So I check ferritin on all my patients because this is very, very critical. So right here, this is some additional information down here on YouTube. You can grab this link here, and in the description below, I'll put a link here. This gives you the basic 101 principles of what ferritin is. And about this right here in this video right here, it talks about too much iron or high ferritin, which is clinically what I'm finding to be very significant. So if you can just imagine this, like if you have too much iron in your organs, they rust. Oxidative stress. On top of being floxed, mitochondria damage, central nervous system damage, tendon damage, ferritin is a critical marker to check and to get managed. So this right here, this is some of my patients. This is before right here. This is before. This is a ferritin serum marker. It just means in blood. And you can see the range here. Hers is 171. This is the lab range that we want it to be. Now, depending on if you're man or woman, this what they quote to be the range normal varies substantially. Now, functionally, like we're always talking about functional, right? We want this to be between 40 and 80. So this is the sweet spot. This is the functional medicine range that we want to get you at. So she's at 171. So what do I know right away? Literally, her body is rusting from the inside out. That's what that means, right? So then here, after our protocols, we got her ferritin down to 35. So this is a substantial decrease in ferritin, which is good. We've just brought down her oxidative stress, and she's not rusting from the inside out. So this is a polytherapy approach. So this is one thing that we've done to move the needle, right, from flux to being in a healing state. So this is one marker, and there's multiple things that you can do to bring down your ferritin marker. One of them, which is give blood to the Red Cross. Okay, so here is, okay, so there's a couple of markers that we can do. This is the straight up ferritin marker that we check, and then on top of that, we also check other markers to see how the blood is. Now, I don't want you to be an expert at reading blood work. I just want you to see these trends. It's all about trends. You see this red blood cell count? You see this is her marker. You see the range right in here, okay? So she's pretty much at the high range. So then we have the same marker here, red blood cells. Now it's at 4.05. So that's been reduced substantially. Now, this patient here, I'm in the States. She's from Canada, right? So these were the labs that we had her do here. She came down in the States and got these labs, and she got these in Canada. Now, look at the hemoglobin. You see the hemoglobin level right here? It's 14.4. You see the range? She's at the top end. Now, here's the hemoglobin. It's in a different unit, but you can see it's not at the top range. We're down lower, right? We're down at the lower end of the range, which is better. Hematocrit, same thing here. She's at 46.5. You see the top range right here. Now the hematocrit, you see this right here. You see the range. She's at now she's not sitting at the high range. You don't want high ranges of these markers. Here's another patient. This is a male. This is 182. Now you see this range here on the male here. It's 0 to 30, which is here. And here on this range for the female is 15 to 150. So it varies on what the lab range is. But what doesn't vary is the sweet spot is between 40 and 80 for male and female. So you can see here he's high at 182. This is before, of course, and then here we have after. You can see he's at 46. So this is right in the sweet spot. Again, he's doing way, way better. These tests were overlooked, right? This is a very simple test, but in the conventional system, they're not going to test this because they have no idea what's going on. They don't know the significance of this marker. Then if you want to kind of geek out, all these different markers here are indications of iron overload. And you can see here that they've all normalized. Some go up. You see here low and high. Some go up, some go down if you have too much iron. Okay, so in here you can see that they're all normal. So this is one process that I look at with about 200 different markers to see what we can do to move the needle. I also have a video that's more in depth on YouTube here. Floxed. Too much iron, are you rusting from the inside out? This is more an in-depth video of this process. And here's some additional resources. These are all on YouTube videos. I'll put the links down below. So I hope you found value in this. And at the end of the day, where there's help, there's hope. You can recover from being Floxed. You just need the right program. You need to figure out what's hindering your God-given ability to get you well, and you can get well. So again, where there's help, there's hope. Take care. Bye-bye.